Florida kayak camping guy here. You know, one thing that I love personally, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I love the feeling of heading out on an adventure. Passenger seat or the back of the truck's full of camping gear and some food, and got the yak on the roof, paddles in the back, hopefully. Forgot those before. And yeah, it's just good feelings. It's like end of November here in Florida, so finally getting into some cooler temps. Got weekend ahead of us with lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s, and gonna go meet a couple buddies at a spot we found last year and check it out, see how it's doing after the last hurricane, and yeah, have a good weekend, hopefully. Bound to be some kind of adventure. A beautiful day. Got the truck with gear. Couldn't be happier. Yeah, just got on the water about 1:30. Met up with my buddy Nathan. We're paddling a couple miles to camp. Fish jumping everywhere. And got me a Publix sub for dinner tonight. Really stoked about that. Pretty much glamping at this point. I never take a cooler. Been eating these dehydrated meals for years out here. And I think I need to step up my game a little bit on my food. Got the gear dialed in pretty good and the boat's dialed in and a lot of the necessities, but kind of been slacking on the dehydrated meals. And this year we're not going to eat cardboard that tastes like cardboard. We're going to eat cardboard that tastes like gourmet. So plan on trying out some new options. See what happens. Check back in when we make it to camp.
I got some water too, Nate. You got some water in your boat? Oh, my pants are wet. Thank you, Mr. Yacht. Completely wet. And it's gonna be 40 degrees out here in a little while. Awesome.
Current situation, drying out our clothes in the sun. Nathan, he's over there walking around in his underwear. How's it going, Nathan?
It is.
So the saga continues on mishaps of this first camping trip of this season. I got the camp, set up the tent like I usually do, get it all nice and warm inside here so when it cools off tonight, the sleeping bag's nice and fluffed out and warm from the sun. And I started blowing up my air mattress, my sleeping pad, and I somehow brought the kid version instead of the adult version. So this thing's probably about maybe 3 feet, I'd say close to 3 feet. It's gonna get kind of cold tonight, so part of my body at least is gonna be on the ground. This is my sleeping bag, so it gives you an idea. I'm not even really gonna, not gonna cut the mustard tonight with this. But yeah, I can't make this stuff up. The things I get myself into. Usually on a longer trip or after I'm in the season, I double check this stuff before I go, but kind of packed up in a hurry and threw my gear in the truck and I messed up. I have 2 yellow sleeping pads. One's an adult, one's a kid version. And yeah. Alright guys, so tonight, as I kind of said earlier, we're glamping, or what I would consider glamping. I brought a cooler this time, meeting a couple buddies out here, not going to be a solo trip. But tonight, I never bring a cooler with me. Tonight I brought a cooler with me. And yeah, bright pink. I have, if you're a Florida guy like me and you're born and raised here, you already know what this is. It's a pub sub. Got 2 of them. Nate, he's got pub subs. So tonight we're gonna eat like kings, no more dehydrated food, at least not for this trip. And yeah, I'm super stoked on that. So I was like telling you guys what I'm eating and let you know what I'm doing. Got one of these frozen cooler guys here and stuffed it with subs, and I couldn't be happier. Just spotted a Robert and a Lydia cruising in on the Johnny. Right on time. Got some chili mac for dinner. I got chili mac with them. Alright, so I'm going to talk about something here. I just got done eating my pub sub, and I want to talk about something that's not really talked about maybe enough sometimes. And you come to some of these cool places and there's no trash and it's really, really nice, and you know, you want to leave it that way for everybody else to enjoy it and not be a litter bug. And one thing I like to do, I usually try to do if I remember. I forgot to do a lot of stuff this trip, but I did remember one thing, and I usually throw my snacks inside one of these gallon-sized Ziploc bags. That way, when I'm done, put all my trash back in there, no weird food juices leaking into my boat or attracting unwanted visitors in the night, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it just works really good if you have, you know, usually your trash doesn't take up that much space, so you know, got a nice safe place. You get back to the boat ramp or the dock or wherever you may have started your journey from, and throw it away. Do not leave it here. So yeah. This spot that we found here is like super nice. There's like no broken beer bottles and glass, and trash, and cans. It's really, really nice. So I intend on keeping this place that way. living out here. We're really roughing it tonight. That's why I
Yeah,
said
we're
we're borderline glamping. What are we cooking here, guys?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese and chili, so we're gonna have chili mac.
Chili mac. Look at that. And I'm usually eating dehydrated cardboard. Man, what a life. Well, we decided to go for a night hike. And we happened to stumble across the Call of the Wild. Did you guys hear that? Alright, so we're following Rob on this nature hike. And I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Last year we got lost out here. 4 grown adults.
Not gonna happen.
And we got lost. So this time we marked our entrance to this location with some palm fronds in the shape of an X. And it could get a little Blair Witch. It could get a little Blair Witch, my friends, at any moment here. Morning, YouTube. Made it through the night once again. Survived the elements on my tiny little sleeping pad, which, to be honest, I actually slept pretty good, even though I only had like a 2.5 foot sleeping pad. But broke camp pretty early this morning. I got to meet somebody here fairly early this morning, so I didn't really waste too much time. I had some coffee and got on the water, and just gonna make my way back to the boat launch here in High Bridge. Pretty sick trip. Can't really complain. Weather was perfect, just absolutely perfect for the first trip of the season. See you guys on the next one.